The Ford Mustang still has a 2.3-liter turbo 4 and a 5.0-liter V8, but both engines have been heavily updated for the new generation. Ford also offers interesting features including an electronic traction brake and a way to remotely rev the engine.
It's been nearly 60 years since the original Ford Mustang was introduced at the 1964 World's Fair. The rest is automotive history, with the Stang becoming an instant hit and basically inventing the pony car genre. Now, nearly 6 decades and countless iterations later, the 2024 Ford Mustang arrives, marking the start of the 7th generation and possibly the last gas-powered ponies. Sure, the 7th generation Mustang's design is more evolutionary than revolutionary, but its bodywork is all new and noticeably sharper than before. Its front end is squarer and is said to be inspired by the original Mustang, but its new headlights with 3-bar LED elements are a modern touch. Its 3-bar taillights remain a signature detail, but they're more pronounced than ever. The car's hips are also wider, and the rear overhang is shorter. Arguably, the most dramatic difference between the new Mustang and previous versions is its interior. Gone is the classic, double-bubble, dashboard design. Instead, the cockpit now has a more driver-oriented layout dominated by digital displays. Most 2024 Mustangs have a giant glass panel that combines a 12.4-inch cluster and a 13.2-inch touchscreen. The base model has the same sized screens, but they're separated. Not only has Ford made the new Mustang's interior more tech-centric, it's also improved materials, something that plagued the previous generation. Not only can the dash and door panels be wrapped in leather-like materials and other trim pieces wear a luxurious carbon texture pattern, but all plastics are laser-cut with a fine grain that looks more premium. The 2024 Mustang continues to be offered as a coupe convertible. Both body styles are still available with either the EcoBoost turbocharged 2.3-liter inline-4 or the Coyote 5.0-liter V8. However, both engines were heavily revised for the latest generation, and each can be identified by distinctive front-end details, such as a larger grille and air intakes on the V8-powered GT models. The EcoBoost engine has the most significant changes, which include better packaging, new fuel delivery and ignition systems, a higher compression ratio and a revised turbocharger, among other improvements. Ford says the updates improve the 4-cylinder's fuel economy and performance. While we're told horsepower and torque figures won't be revealed until closer to launch, we expect to see a slight bump on the EcoBoost's current ratings of 330 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. The 4th generation of the Coyote engine adds dual-throttle bodies fed by dual air intakes, a setup Ford says provides better airflow and helps increase horsepower. We don't know the engine's exact output yet, but Ford says the updated V8 is the most powerful yet in a Mustang, so it should surpass the current version's 480 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. The 5.0 also gets a new steel oil pan that helps improve oil flow and reduce friction. The driver's side exhaust manifold was also updated and the exhaust side camshaft timing was changed. The V8 still comes standard with a 6-speed manual transmission, and Ford has mated it to a new dual-mass flywheel that's stiffer. A 10-speed automatic remains optional. One of the exciting new features that Ford introduced in the 7th generation Mustang is called Remote Reverend. As the name suggests, it allows people to remotely start the engine using the car's key fob, which is intended to entertain teenagers and annoy older audiences. Remote Rev works with its own pre-programmed sound and comes on any Mustang with an active exhaust system, except manual-equipped models. Improved steering and drift stick. Overall, the new Mustang shares the same platform as its predecessor, and the two share essentially the same 107.0-inch wheelbase. However, Ford tweaked things by specifying aluminum for both front lower links on all cars, redesigning the suspension knuckles and updating the rear suspension links to Shelby GT350-inspired units. The Mustang also features new spring rates and shocks that are said to better match each specific model's ride and performance goals. Most notably, the steering system has a new strut, a quicker ratio and other changes that Ford claims make the steering more responsive. The Mustang now also has a flat-bottomed steering wheel with thicker rims and a slightly smaller diameter. The 7th generation features new brake packages along with the introduction of electronic brake booster. Models with 19-inch wheels also get new Brembo 6-piston fixed front calipers and 4-piston rear calipers. More notable is the new electronic drift brake, not to be confused with the drift stick Ford offers on the Focus RS. It comes on all Mustangs equipped with the optional performance package, Although it looks like a traditional electronic brake lever, when the drift mode is activated, it instantly locks the rear wheels with 4 to 5 times more force than a conventional parking brake. There is no modulation. Coming back to the performance package, it is available in EcoBoost and GT models. It brings extra struts, a bigger radiator and cooling fan, bigger front and rear brakes, a torsion limited slip differential, thicker running bars and wider rear wheels. As for rubber, Mustangs with the performance package now wear Pirelli P0PZ4 spring tires instead of Michelin Pilot Sport 4S spring tires. Continental all-season kit is standard. With GT models, the performance package also includes brake ducts and an auxiliary engine oil cooler. Opting for the performance kit unlocks a set of Recaro front seats and Magnaride adaptive dampers. The neat thing about the latter is that they include what Ford calls active pothole mitigation, which controls the speed of bumps and overdamps the system when a pothole is encountered. Another new feature and one that is sure to come in handy for those living in the snow belt. While Ford hasn't yet revealed how much the 2024 Mustang will cost, we expect it to be priced in line with older versions, which start at $29,000 for the base EcoBoost model and top out at $57,000 for the Mach 1. The new Mustang will go on sale next summer.